To the Isabella Banks YouTube channel. My name is Wheezy, and you already know it's a pleasure to be here with you this evening. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into part two of Prince Harry's security case. What a saga! Oh my goodness. Missed part one of this series. The link is in the pinned comment, okay? It's titled The Real Reason Prince Harry Lost His Security Case, the Royal Joker card was played. Go watch that first if you need to understand the real reason why Prince Harry lost the case. All right, all protocols observed. Now let's talk about Prince Harry's interview with BBC. Right off the bat, Prince Harry said he was gutted by the decision. Not disappointed, not annoyed, gutted. That's British for this hurts worse than watching Piers Morgan try to twerk on TikTok. When asked what his kids would miss for their not being able to come to the UK, and he said everything. He wants to be able to share the best of UK with Archie and Lily. And let's be real, despite the royal drama, I have always believed that he knows who he is. He's not just some wealthy guy in California. He is the son of the king of the UK. There is no easy way for him to turn his back on his heritage, though I dare say he's going to have to find a way to make a way for his children's sake. When asked if his dad should have intervened, Harris basically said, Nah, I just wanted Charles to step aside and let the professionals do their job. Now, RAVEC is supposed to be impartial, but Harry spills the tea that the royal family meddled. The chair of RAVEC initially emailed to say, let's do a risk assessment. But after a mysterious visit to the palace, poof, assessment vanished like Meghan's name on Archie's birth certificate. Funny how that works, isn't it? When the BBC pressed him on why he deserved public funded security, Harry clapped back like a man who's read the receipts. He said, My status hasn't changed. I just stepped back from working as a senior member of the royal family, but I remain royal. And the inherent threats that exist with being royal remain with me, even though I'm not working for the establishment. Let's not forget, this man served in Afghanistan. The Taliban still talking about him. He's not just some reality star begging for security because someone spilled Prosecco at Nobu. Now, here's where the media tried it. They said, why can't Harry just hire private security? Well, private security has its limits. There are jurisdiction issues. They can't exactly tackle someone at Heathrow and yell freeze, we're from Malibu. And that price tag the tabloids were screaming about, I think they said the security was going to cost the average taxpayer £20 million a year. Harry said that that was exaggerated about 20 times over. Also, surprise twist. Although they keep saying that Harry wants taxpayer funded police protection, but Harry says he offered to pay. I mean, we've been hearing about it, but actually hearing it from him directly is a whole different thing. So when they're writing their articles or they're doing their usual commentary on their talk shows, at least we have Harry's words, which says that he actually offered to pay for the security. But did you guys notice that BBC didn't include that part? So Harry dropped the mic online when he issued his statement because apparently editing out context is a royal tradition too. Now, this bit is wild. Harry said that the case by case police protection basically means that the Home Office has said, we will protect you if your father or your family invites you for any occasion. If not, good luck at customs. So essentially, if Harry is not in town for a royal funeral or a coronation and he dares to pull up like a regular person, he is on his own. Like a Royal Home Alone reboot, but less fun. And when asked if he thought this was punishment, Harry said he had thought so initially, but changed his mind when he got more information about what exactly was going on. He discovered that actually security was being used as leverage to get him to remain within the institution. In other words, stay in the firm or stay exposed. Asked if he would visit his father, who Reminder, has cancer. He hit us with this. He's not speaking to me, so how can I visit? Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I had a parent who had chemo on Monday and I was on read by Wednesday, I would be rethinking some of my family relationships as well. Not even if it was like a relative close to my parent who is ill. Let's assume that I couldn't speak to my parent and I was trying to get information about my parent from a close relative and they were not responding. That relationship is likely to be torpedoed as well. And although Harry spoke about forgiveness, when he was talking about forgiveness, he did say that he could forgive a lot, but he doesn't see how he can forgive the people who made the decision to withdraw his security, putting his family in danger knowingly. Can't say I blame him. And no wonder Harry and Meghan left Canada in the way that they did, because the borders were going to be closing down and they were going to be stuck isolated in some place. And clearly, security was going to be an issue for them there. So, for those who are still thinking that Tyler Perry's rescue of Harry and Meghan in Canada was a casual thing, he literally saved their lives, removed them from danger. But he also says he has gotten past it and now he figures it's time to reconcile because despite it all, he still wants peace. That's real talk. That's growth. That's therapy. Megan, girl, I know your therapist or your team of therapists are tired. My goodness, the amount of work they would have had to do and still have to do to keep you guys sane is ridiculous. I don't know how you guys do it. I pray for you guys on a daily basis. And I know that a lot of women and people who love you are praying all over the world. I believe that that also helps as well. Besides, I've also seen that Harry and Meghan are both spiritual people. So that must help in some ways. But goodness me. Anyway, before we continue to dive into this royal mess, guys, do your girl a solid. Hit that subscribe button. If you love a little truth with your tea, go and hit the subscribe button. Don't hesitate or stop hesitating if you were ever hesitating. And don't forget to ding that bell because the Palace PR machine doesn't rest, and neither do we. Anyway, continuing on with our story. After the interview, Harry dropped a full on press release like Beyonce at midnight. He completely cleared the fog, just in case anybody was going to twist his words or imply things that he did not mean. He put his meaning in black and white. The key points from his statement are as follows. First of all, security has always been his major concern. Second, RAVEC broke their own policy. So, if we were going by rights, he should have won the case. Meghan was denied protection in 2017, even before Harry and Meghan were in a position where they needed to step down from working as a senior member of the royal family. So, RAVEC has a history of being discriminatory to Harry and Meghan. Although the press keep on saying that he wants the taxpayers to pay for his police protection, but he puts it in black and white that he had offered to pay. And more importantly, Ravek's decision to withdraw his security signaled global security withdrawal. And you know what was even more gut wrenching? The Diana comparison. Because this is the same way Diana was exposed to the entire world. And look at the disaster that happened. It's so gut wrenching and spot on. When the royal family realized that Prince Harry had granted an interview and released a statement, they scrambled to clap back like they just spilled tea on the crown jewels. A royal source popped up faster than a Piers Morgan tweet, claiming the courts examined this already. But still, the vibes were very defensive for people who say they don't. respond to anything in the media, right? The media's been loud and wrong, saying he wanted free security when he offered to pay. But Harry's put it all on the record. And now, even if he lost the case, right, the truth is out. He knows who made the call, who didn't pick up the phone, and what silence really meant. No more confusion. Ah, what do I think about all of this at this point? Just because of the toll that all of this will be taking on him personally, Megan, the kids, and then all of them together, and being able to move forward in their lives. I think Sophia Nelson put it perfectly when she said, "Dear Harry, it's time to let go of the family that keeps letting you down." Do you know what? I felt that in my spirit. It's a great article if you want to go ahead to look for it. It's a Forbes magazine article, and it was so clear, so factual, not psychophantic at all, just stating the facts, and it is even scientific based reasoning, but written in a very easy to understand manner. Because really, sometimes you got to stop begging people to love you and start protecting the peace you built without them. So, guys, what did you think of the interview? Do you, like me, think that Prince Harry should do more clapping back since it's difficult to hold the royal family and the media accountable? I don't know. Some people would say that it would cause more stress, but I don't see how they're going to be able to live if they don't debunk a lot of the false stories that the media print on a regular basis. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think in the comments. That's all I have for this evening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, this is Wheezy signing off. Peace.